We got important business to get to. Carl, just put it up. Let's not even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go.
Oh, here it comes.
I just want to show y'all something.
We don't even know
they must have already been planning for this.
The Last Dance.
Right to it.
Oh, my God.
Look at it.
What's that?
There we go. Michael Jordan's most career losses to opponents. I want you to take a look at that list, E. If you probably can't see it, E.
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
Let's just go. I'll go top 7 for you. Michael Jordan's most career losses to opponent. Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, Benny Johnson, Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, Rick Mahorn.
Wow.
Maul. Speak up, Maul. Speak up.
Which one? Wait, hold on. You just named his top 6 opponents, right?
Just the most career losses.
Yeah, but you named 6 of them. Ironically, E, Mike got 6 rings. So for every single loss that you just named, he got a ring to go along with it.
Okay, James Edwards.
Now, do you really want to go here?
James Edwards is also on the list.
Hey, E, this is all that matters. See the thing about it, E? CJ had to show us a list of people that nobody ever saw. History will never remember these people. But what history will remember is them 6 rings.
History don't remember the bad boys.
And the people that he just named on that list don't even have enough rings to fill up one hand. So come on, man. We on history right now. We on legacy, man. We on the Bulls. Let's go.
What you about to say about the bad boys?
I will say this. Let me say this. I will say this. With that little demonstration you just did with Carl pulling up the screen and all of that, you get like a C- for effort. You get a C for effort.
So let me ask you this. If me and Maul get into a fight and I beat Maul down 3 out of 4 times, and then he go beat E, Carl, Josh, Trey, you still don't get to talk to me.
No, the timeout. That was nice.
I beat your butt.
But you remember on the show, right?
You don't get to talk to us.
In order for me to beat E and Carl, I had to get through you first. Matter of fact, I didn't just get through you, I swept you. Where the broom at?
Okay.
I gotta get a broom. I swept
Again,
you.
though.
I swept you.
Okay.
So come on, bro. And then you don't even want to shake my hand?
For the other 29,
You don't even want to shake my hand, dog?
For the other 29 teams in the league, you get to say what you want. But if we beat you down and you only got us once out of 4 times, you don't get to talk it to us. You could talk it to them. You could talk to Karl Malone. You could talk to Charles Barkley. You could talk to Clyde Drexler. You could talk to Larry Bird. You could talk to Magic.
We had to beat you to get
Isaiah when he beat your butt 3 out of 4 times.
We had to beat you. All right, so that's like saying Serena Williams can't say nothing to Venus Williams.
Win list.
Hey, E, did you hear that? That's like saying Serena can't say nothing to Venus.
Venus, yeah.
Bro, come on, man. The little brother is in charge.
Wait, Serena beat Venus more than Venus beat Serena.
You said Serena beat Venus. Yeah, but in the beginning, Venus was beating on Serena. And the Bulls have beaten over the last 20. That's my point.
Record, no, that's not a good point. The overall head-to-head record, Serena's still above Venus.
And overall record, the Bulls are over the Pistons.
No, Bulls against Pistons. One-on-one.
Yeah,
Come on, Carl. Come on, jump in, Carl.
Say that again?
Not head-to-head.
Over the last 20 years? Over the last 20 years?
I'm saying you're looking at the career. He's saying head-to-head, like Venus, Serena head-to-head. If you do Bulls, Pistons, it ain't the same comparison.
Carl, dog, go get an espresso, bro. Go get a. I got this.
Hey, Carl, I gotta ask you a question, though, Carl.
What's up? Bad boys
I ask you a
back.
question. So, Carl, when you put up an image, I don't see the 4 of y'all no more. I gotta scroll. How do I do that where the image come up, but I don't have to scroll to see y'all again?
On the phone, I don't think you can.
No, you can.
Oh, I can't on the phone.
Yeah, I don't think you can on the phone.
It's all good. All right.
It's not one of the
I just have to keep stopping and pull it over. But I was trying to figure if there's a way for me not to do that. All right, we good.
E, we'd like to hear your input. Let's say you go to the schoolyard and the kid beat you down 3 out of 4 times. Hey, I'm talking about my man murder you. You get him once, but he gets you 3 times. Do you get to go run and talk junk about him ever again in your life?
Well, here's the challenge, though. Here's the challenge, though. The challenge is we did beat them 3 out of 4, but the Pistons never went back to the championship for us to keep playing them. Like they never.
Isaiah Thomas was 137 years old when they lost.
But I'm still saying it is what it is.
Come on,
It is what it is. I'm saying it's still it is what it is. They didn't get to compete against them no more after that one.
I will say this though.
Right there. I will say this though.
I'll go for
it was a hard beat. Because Zeke didn't want to shake nobody's hand. That was a hard beat down when they finally got beat down.
I have no problem with that.
Me, to be honest, me either. Y'all know I'm the kumbaya dude. I'm like,
but here's the deal. But I got you. But Mike shook his hand twice though.
Yep.
Mike shook his hand twice when they lost. Mike shook their hand.
So, did you hear what the Celtics did? It was all, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. But
do you think it was okay to leave the court though?
Hey,
Mike showed love.
No, I don't think it was
before
okay
the game.
To leave. Don't try to use our conversations off the podcast to bring them back.
Hey, you're using our conversation already.
You don't want to go there with me, boy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That little demonstration you did with Carl. Hey, Carl, pull up the screen. Like, no, you did that yesterday, bro. So let's go.
No, I just sent it to him right as we were starting the podcast. Feel free to enter
anything in the
evidence. Feel free to enter anything you got in the evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
I'm just saying, I felt that was wrong.
Maul. Just send it to me. I'll put up whatever y'all send me. Yeah. I'm objective here.
I'm just saying, I think that was wrong, though. Mike shook your hand when he lost. You should have shook Mike's hand when you lost. You would never do that, CJ.
No.
You would never do that.
But listen, few things, though. I want y'all to do your homework for real.
Exhibit number one. First off, this is a text from C the other day. So this is the whole list. So I was already on that. And then my rebuttal, let me show you my rebuttal. Carl, I'm gonna send it to you so they can see it.
Send it to Carl so you can put it up.
Don't worry about the rebuttal.
Yeah.
Here go
I want everything up like the one pack went up.
Let's talk
facts.
Carl,
put it up, Carl.
Let's talk facts now.
Carl, we talking facts.
Okay, so let me say this. When the Pistons walked off the court, they showed some of the players walk off the court, but Dumars and them still stayed around and shook hands. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Then if we also go to the fact, listen, I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole because we'll be here all day. If we go to the fact that the Bulls was not only crying like little babies the entire time, I sent Maul a quote from Jordan that said, yeah, we complained to the refs a whole lot, but that's not basketball. They was doing a whole bunch of crying, writing articles in the paper talking about the Pistons. They need to go because they not good for basketball. So he was like, oh, y'all crying like that, bro? Ain't nobody finna shake y'all hand. We out of here, bro. Y'all soft.
But now let me show you something. CJ's favorite player, his favorite player in the whole wide world is LeBron, the crybaby James. So now he want to talk about crying, but yet LeBron, he doggone.
And you know what I said? You know what I said? You can thank Jordan for that because you can't touch nobody anymore. And objective opinion, Carl. Once Jordan complained about the Pistons for the rest of his career, anything is a foul.
Carl,
you get near
He's messing
Jordan,
with your psyche, Carl. That's why he said
he earned that, though. He earned that. It was bad for basketball. They're about to kill MJ.
He earned it, but I'm saying it still changed the league. That's why people complain about the league being soft.
But I'm saying, when you looked at the Pistons, though, you had to change the league. When you looked at them replays, they was on some football stuff.
Oh, no.
They was like,
gonna get hurt.
It was wrestling.
Oh, bro. They was intentional and deliberately. Rodman had my man out of bounds. He took Scotty out of bounds.
Come on, man. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Why you showing me stuff that don't got nothing to do with me?
It's got to do with that ring, bro. That's all that matters in the end. Look, every champion gonna go through adversity. You gonna go through some bumps and bruises, but what matters in the end is the results, bro. That's all that matters is the rings and the banners we got. That's it. And we can
y'all gotta stop putting up stuff because I gotta keep stopping and school y'all back over again. I gotta stop.
Hey, all I want to say is the reason we got to go so hard is because we don't get the respect we deserve. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that the Pistons don't get included into that dynasty talk when they were right in between the Lakers. Mind you, we beat the Lakers and the Celtics in their prime. Y'all did not beat the Lakers in their prime. I sat back and watched Magic look like he had arthritis all in his knees during that little clip they showed. And Magic knew he wasn't going to win. Magic was like, I seen MJ. I said, MJ, it's your time. Magic was like, you know what? Go and take one. I got 5. I ain't get you one.
All right, what he say? I was happy. If I had to lose, I was happy.
Anybody, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Magic was about 72 when they lost that one. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'll say this. We can end on this. I thoroughly enjoy just having some quality content, for us to talk about, for us to, this is probably the last one because the bad boys ain't gonna be in the next one.
But if I could say something, see, I do appreciate the bad boys because I will say this.
We taught y'all how to win. We taught y'all how to win.
No, you didn't teach how to win, but what you did, you taught us not how to win. No, you taught us how to get over adversity. The bad boys taught us how to. It is part of winning, but it's not winning. It's part of it.
You know how you just can't let nobody get the victory, even though they saying what you're saying?
I'm trying to agree with him, Carl. And he just sitting up here.
He said,
He's still jabbing at you.
Oh, but they
overcome our obstacles and fears. You didn't help us win.
Hey, E, I'm gonna talk to you, E. E, what the bad boys taught, if you remember, when after they started beating them up, when the off season was over, when the season was over with, the Bulls went right to the gym the next day. And they said, man, we got to start lifting weights. We got to take some protein. We got to get right because we're not going to get past these guys just in the way our physical body is now. And so, man, I just think that was just a message within a message just on how they just said, hey, we got to get going right now in the offseason in order for us to get past. And then because everybody started working out, everybody started training, they took it to another level. They came back the next season and swept the Pistons. It wasn't even a game. And so I thank the Pistons.
But I think they said it was because Isaiah was hurt.
Oh, here we go.
Evie was winding
Here we
down.
go.
You don't
I didn't
start
even
it back up.
I was talking to CJ. He said that Isaiah's wrist was broke.
Hey, at some point, I knew that Detroit was going to come out of E.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He was trying to
I
say
just said
something.
you got to be fair, though, Maul. You got to be fair. You know what I'm saying? His wrist was broke.
I'm going to say something that may be a little controversial. Okay?
This don't sound like the first
are
time.
you? That'd be
It
right.
won't be the first time.
This won't be the first time.
Yeah, no. And this is completely objective, okay, Maul. So don't get hurt. This is not okay. I'll even concede Jordan is the GOAT. Okay, like let's just say that this is not to take away the legacy. We're just some friends having fun between two cities. Can we all though agree on the fact that the most overrated move in the entire sports history, the most overrated move, is when Jordan went to the rack on the Lakers with the right and switched it to the left?
Oh, that's the greatest move ever, bruh. Oh!
Did you expect
I'm not going to lie to
see?
you. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was the greatest move ever until I watched it on The Last Dance, and I was like, whoa, nobody was checking him. He could have just went to he completely passed ball.
He had mad space.
But aesthetically, it was sweet aesthetically, though. Before I thought he had made the move, and then he had to make the move.
I did. I had that. I did. Bro, I'm be real. Again, Jordan, the GOAT. In my lifetime, I've never understood. And maybe it was Marv Albert, like, oh, what a spectacular move by Michael.
They hyped it up.
Bruh, I'm like, yo, it was probably 10 other moves Mike did in that game that was sweeter than that. And again, I'm not hating. I'm just saying that move, they show so much, and I'm like, dawg, that was not like the be-all, end-all.
First off, you got to remember this. All right. First off, you have to remember this. Back in the early 90s.
When he could have just laid it up.
No. Check it out.
Still a layup.
Back in the late 80s and the early 90s.
That wasn't the late 80s.
I said the late. I'm just giving you a time frame.
But I'm
saying, but you was in diapers. But you was in diapers during that time, so I got to paint the picture for you.
I was
you know what I'm saying?
You were young. I was 18.
Right.
So yeah.
You was like,
18,
you was still
19.
eating Similac. So back then, people,
no question. He might have
people really didn't
no question.
fly in midair like that. You know what I'm saying? People didn't fly.
Oh, definitely not. Well,
Nowadays, everybody dunking. But people, even if you were 7 feet tall, you didn't really dunk. You did a hook shot. So it was kind of weird to see somebody flying in the air like that. You know, so that was the big thing about it.
So what you're saying, okay, so I got it. So what you're saying is
No, I got to say this, though.
Mike's most spectacular move is the average move in today's NBA?
Well, what I'm saying is this. So you got a point. Listen, you have a point. You have a point.
Asking.
You have no, and you do have a point. So let me answer that. The thing about it is, without Mike's spectacular move, which is average today, and then if he didn't do it back then, you wouldn't have it today. The only reason why you got the Kobe's and the LeBron Jameses is because of Michael Jordan. And then don't get me wrong, and I think they said on documentary, the reason why you got Mike is because the people that came before him. So, bro,
I was gonna say, Dr. J would do that.
Dr. J,
and
George Gervin.
Detroit's own George Iceman Gervin would do that. So,
but you gotta pay homage all the time, bro. See, y'all youngins, even though see, you like a 37-year-old youngin. You know, y'all don't understand about how to respect
Hey, that's how you know you got the argument won
you.
when they start bringing the only thing you can't contest. You're 37. How could you know?
Boy, when you get your first piece of gray hair, then you come talk.
Hey, bro, don't play. I got like a little.
I'm saying before, and I'm old, so before the NBA, the CBA was doing their thing too. So it was NBA kind of got strong during the late 70s, early 80s with Larry Bird, Magic. But they was doing their thing in the CBA with Dr. J in the crowd. So I go back a little further with the CBA, and they was a little bit more acrobatic, and the NBA was a little bit more, astute because they had whatever. Well, yeah, we don't want to go with age.
Do we have a conclusion? Is there one takeaway that we can get
said
from
he the
this?
GOAT. Said he was the GOAT. He said it.
And on top of that, not just he's the GOAT.
Of that era.
No, but they got he's the GOAT of every era, and they got the most rings than the Pistons. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
More what?
More rings. More rings. Championship.
Yeah, championship.
Then who?
Then the Pistons.
Then Pistons. He's saying the Pistons.
Yeah, but okay, all right. Well, correct. You're correct.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
But if that's the case, then we got to talk.
I thought we was almost about to get to the podcast.
We got to go Bill Russell.
He pulled me back.
Go Bill Russell.
He couldn't stop with
I'm saying if the rings is the only thing, then Bill Russell to go. He got like 11, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, without a doubt. And I pay respect to him. Yeah. So I'm not saying the rings is what made Mike the GOAT. I'm just saying the rings is what make the Bulls better than the Pistons. That's what I'm saying.
Not head to head, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But you said something, and I'm paraphrasing here, but you said something along the lines of, I'm well aware of the fact that Cheeto Puffs taste better than broccoli. And when I heard it, it's crazy because I didn't even think of it as like the straight up comparison, right? Like I really thought of it as a metaphor for life and kind of like how people live. You know what I'm saying? It's like there are things that we know we should be doing. There's some things that we know we should let go, but because it doesn't feel good, because it doesn't, please us per se, we don't do it. And I was like, man, how many people live like that? And you kind of broke down how to get over your feelings in that regard because you said it. Bruh, I'm not a fool. Like, I'm well aware of the fact that I should be eating the whole thing of broccoli right now instead of picking out on these chips. I'm choosing not to do it for a reason. And I thought you talked about how we can't get to this goal without letting this go. And I think that's so big, man, because we have so many dreams and aspirations and things we want to do. We want to be in shape. We want to have a great marriage. We want to make a lot of money. We want to be educated. We want to, all of these things. And I believe people genuinely do want those things, but you got all of this stuff that you're unwilling to let go because that feels better at the moment. And you I'll let you take it from there, but you kind of broke that thing down this weekend, man, and it hit people hard, including me, just in the areas I know I need to grow. So I'll let you kind of speak to it, and then we'll bring in Maul and Carl.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm so frustrated right now, bro. I'm so frustrated. Because of COVID-19, I got so many people calling me, and expressing, for real, how they got caught with their pants down. You know, a lot of people got caught with their pants down, bruh. And they calling me and like, almost, it's two things. It's, here's what I really want to do to get out of the situation, but then it's that whining, you know, and I'm so frustrated because what I know, you know, it's like when you get on the other side of something, it's like, you know, I got the 4-year degree. So if you are a freshman in college and you struggling, I'm like, yo, bro, I got on the other side, I promise you. You can get on the other side, here's the things you need to do. Like, bottom line, like, it could be done. So I've gotten on the other side of being my own boss and having these dreams and goals and executing. And I'm listening to people, man, they killing me because it's like, yo, you doing two things. I was talking to somebody the other day, I was so frustrated. They was like, I want to do this, and that, you know, but whatever. And I just was like, yo, make a decision. Like, yo, flat out, like you're getting on my last. Like, I'm getting frustrated right now because you keep going through the same thing over and over and over again. And you really, you making it more complicated than what it is. It's either you want this and you're gonna do what it takes to do it, which is humanly possible. Like, yo, it's humanly possible. When we did the webinar yesterday, phenomenal webinar, by the way, on becoming a certified, speaker, Eric Thomas speaker. But what hit me was a check that Jeremy Anderson had in 2018. He had a check. Right. It was just a deposit for 20-something grand, Maul. 20-something grand. I'm like, yo, people running around here talking about ain't no money. My man, that was a deposit. He had more coming.
Right.
And so, man, I'm just getting so frustrated because it's like, here are the steps that you take to get what you want. Here are the steps you take not to get what you want. It's like, if you want it, you make a decision. Like I said something to a group the other day. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Like, bottom line, fear is a reaction. Mm-hmm. So you waking up every day and you reacting to something, but yet you saying you want this. All it is a decision. Just make a decision. I'm telling you, I made a decision. Ma said it. I made a decision. Ma, Diddy was working out. I heard Diddy listening to the old album 5-6 miles a day. I'm like, oh man, I'm not even running 2 miles a day. So I was like, yo, E, let's make a decision. Let's get back up to 5-6 miles a day. You're not gonna be able to start there, but go downstairs, get on the treadmill. When the weather break, go outside and run. I made up in my mind today, Ma, I know I'm an hour on the treadmill or more, I'm walking. I went and ran 4.6 miles. You feel me? I was like, all right, I don't got a lot of time. Let's go get this. About 7:15 a.m. Let me go get this 4.5 in. Then I'll walk whatever I walk. I'll add that to it. I'm solid. So I made a decision. So, man, I'm just telling you, Cheeto Puffs, bruh. I love Cheeto Puffs. I love Snickers. My wife was cleaning up. She found some Snickers. I could easily hit the Snickers.
One pack.
My daughter bought.
One go.
Yeah, my daughter every every Father's Day, Christmas, birthday, my daughter bought me a pack of the mini Snicker bars. Like, she know that's my thing. I saw them in there. I'm not stupid. I know she bought them. I know they still good. But I just said to myself, that's not what I'm on right now. I'm not on taste right now. I'm not on taste. We got COVID-19. Right. It's people getting taken out. My age getting taken out. I personally know people now who have the COVID-19. There are people in my inner circle that have it. There's no way I'm about to hit a Snicker bar that tastes good and jeopardize my health, jeopardize this career, jeopardize this company, jeopardize the church. It's a lot riding on my shoulder. And I can't hit a Snicker bar because that Snicker bar is not gonna build my immune system. That Snicker bar is actually gonna tear my immune system. It's gonna compromise my immune system. So I'm like, yo, what do you want, E? Do you want taste or do you want legacy? Which one do you want? And if you die right now, you probably about 3/4 in the legacy, but you ain't all the way in the legacy yet. Like, you got a couple more years left before the 6. You feel me? And so, to my point, see, man, I'm telling you, I'm so mad though, right? I'm so frustrated with humans. It's like you talk too much. And I don't even mean like talking out loud, but I know you're not happy because you telling me you're not happy and you don't like this and you don't like that, but you're not willing to do nothing about it. You're not. I asked somebody the other day. I'm just being real, Ma. I was like, yo, what do you want? What do you want to do? You keep saying you ain't happy. You keep saying you don't like the situation, but what are you gonna do about it? Well, I mean, literally, what are you gonna do? You gonna keep not being happy? Like, or are you going to start making moves to your happiness? Bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all environment. I'm trying to tell y'all when Ma tell y'all who y'all exposed to. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, people get mad at me now, and I'm gonna talk about this in a second, so let me leave it on. But I'm gonna say this, Ma. There are people I don't fool with no more. I'm just being real. And what I realize, if you average or good, you probably pissed, but I'm great, Ma. I don't got time for average and good no more. Like, it's not helping me. Let me tell you, I was like, I told Didi, I was like, oh yeah, Jessie about to learn how to ride her bike. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what day it was. I was just out the other day. I don't know what the little next door neighbor girl is. I don't know what her name is or how old she is.
Addie, she's literally 5. She's like a couple months younger than Jessie.
I swear to y'all, I saw her on the bike getting it. She was on the bike getting it. I was like, I saw little mom on the bike getting it. I was like, whoa. I was like, Didi, how old is she? She don't got no stairs. I was like, she don't got on no training wheels. And she out there riding like 50 miles per hour. She out there getting it. I said to myself, yep, Jessie about to learn how to ride her bike. Why? Because the person she hanging out with, come on. The person she hanging out with every day, they don't got training wheels on them. That's why y'all like to run with scrubs. That's why you like to be around scrubs. That's why y'all like to be around other people who got low self-esteem, other people who ain't got no confidence, and then you get pissed at me because I don't want to deal with you. I don't got time for that foolishness. I don't got time for that. I'm 50 years old. I ain't got no doggone training wheels on. And I'm not about to ride with people with training wheels on. Flat out. I'm not about to be like, you get on your little training wheels, y'all have your little training wheel party. I'm not about to be out there with y'all. My jokers ain't got no training wheels on them. And so don't get pissed at me. Don't get pissed at me because I learned how to ride. And I saw little mama out there getting it. I was like, yep, Jessie about to learn how to ride. And how do I know, Carl? Because Jalen used to hang with Junior, and Jalen would not pee to save his life. That boy was about to be 8 years old and was using the bathroom on himself. And he saw Junior, Lee Lamb's oldest son. Lee Lamb's son came over and spent like maybe a day or two with us because they was having Josh. So I promise y'all, Junior would go in the bathroom and pee, and Jalen would go in and see my man peeing like, what in the world is he doing? Bruh, we tried everything. We tried everything and couldn't get that boy to go to the bathroom. But when he saw his boy use the bathroom, we never had to say that you still got pull-ups. You still hanging with folks with pull-ups. You can't use the bathroom on your. And here's the crazy part. Here's what I want to make sure I say it again, Carl, because I want to shame folks into doing what they're supposed to. Jalen had the ability to pee on his own. He did not want it. Jessie had the ability to ride her bike. You can't learn how to ride your bike if you don't know how to ride your bike. You can't do it. Right. I'm just being real. If she was 6 months old, she did not have the ability at 6 months. Do it. At somewhere between 4 and 5, she had the ability, but she didn't have the heart. She didn't want to do it. When she got to the point where she wanted to do it, she already had the ability. Done. And there are those of you who listen to us every week. You have the ability. You should have been over that foolishness. You should have been accomplished that. You have the ability. You ain't got the heart. You don't have the heart. So that's what I meant, see? It's like, yeah, you got what it takes, but you're not making a decision, but you got what it takes. And woe is the person who could ride without their training wheels. You just not doing it. We talking about we ain't talking about a 5-year-old right now. I'm not talking about no 5-year-old. I'm talking about you grown and you still got training wheels on. You are a grown man or a woman still dealing with stuff that you should have let go at 12. That stuff you should have been through with that at 15. Like, you still living from check to check. You still ain't got enough money in your bank account where if something happens, you can't live for the next 3 or 4 months. You still partying when you should be taking care of your responsibility. Like, bruh, take the doggone steering wheels off. Come on. I'm challenging somebody. Take the steering wheels, take the doggone training wheels off. It's time. Take the little pull-ups off. Take the pull-ups off. Put some drawers on. I'm just being real. Take them off.
Don't it all start with the want? Like, you gotta want that. So to go back to Jesse, even a kid can teach you something. If you just think about it. She had to, so some people, I think at that very moment, some people make the decision to say, oh man, look at old girl riding that bicycle. Man, she doing it without training wheels.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go outside when she go outside because I don't want to look bad. So instead, they just go ahead and say, okay, I'm gonna go on the other side of the playground, on the other side of the block, because I don't want to look bad. But then you got those other people that say, no, if she can do it, I can do it too.
I could do it.
That's the decision. That decision right there. That's the difference maker in life. That's the difference maker in just being successful. It is all about, first off, you got to know what you want. And when I just talk to people, man, I promise you, I ain't never realized this. Like 90% of adults don't know what they want. Like everybody that's listening to this need to just take the time and just start writing down, what is it that you want in life? Success starts with want. 75% of success is all about knowing exactly what it is you want. You don't just wake up and get lucky. You can't just keep your body at 222 pounds for the last 20 years just by saying, oh man, it just happened that way. I knew exactly what I wanted. And because I knew what I wanted, then I saw exposure of other people doing it. And so then it made me say, it's possible. It's
Maul, what about the group, Maul, that knows what they want, like for real? They know, like, okay, I wanna be happy, in a relationship. I wanna make money. I wanna find my purpose. And I believe my purpose is, being a physician. Like, what about those people that know what they want, Maul, but to Carl's point, he in there at 1 o'clock, gotta work. And Jesse like, bump that, bruh. Go ahead and keep working. I ain't mad at you. Keep doing what you're doing, but I'm gonna be out here on my own. What do we say to those people, Maul, who really do know what they want, but they still not making the decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to lose weight, and they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know, Maul. You could tell me. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
No, I think they do. I think they do.
Yeah. So they have a picture of what they want, but then they still go and eat a whole bunch of stuff that they shouldn't eat, and then they don't get on the treadmill or they don't work out at all. Like, what about that group, y'all? Because that first group, that group is real. But Jesse saw homegirl and everybody else on the block riding, and she was like, I want it. But her wanted went to, hey, Dad, all right, Dad seemed like he busy. It's raining, it's a lot, seems like it's going on, but I can't get out there the next time without. What's that gap, Maul, between you envision it, but then you actually go make it happen, bruh? What's that gap, y'all? Can we help them at all?
I just think that, okay, a person, if you're saying that a person wants it, but yet they're not willing to take the steps to get it, then you kind of you kind of want it. You don't really want it because with me, if I want something,
I got you.
If I really want something,
I got you.
Then I'm gonna go after it.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. And I'll say it like this: like again, I do believe that. Let's say if we're using weight as an example, I do believe that there are people who are obese who are not happy with their life, right? Like you wake up, they don't like the way they look, they don't like the way things are going. And so in our minds, or people who think like us, we go, oh, well, you don't really want it, or you'll just stop eating and start working out. So yes, to an extent, that's the logical, easy thing to say is, oh, you ain't really that serious. But then there's the other school of thought that says, I do want it really bad, but I don't know if I put my even as bad as I want it, I've tried before and it didn't work out. There's not one person who obese like that who ain't been like, all right, let me get this together. They've tried and it didn't work. So what happens is you start developing a muscle memory, just like anything else, of, okay, I try to diet, I start eating right for a couple days, I start eating right for a month, I start working out, whatever, and I'm still chunky. So then you start learning the fact that your muscle memory goes, oh, it doesn't work like that. Like it's not for me. And so you start training your mind the other way. So I agree with you that for sure there is something you could do about it. And the logical brain goes, all right, cool. But if you have a learned helplessness, I believe that too can be almost like a sickness that we have to help people get over and help them stay consistent, because I don't think it's just a matter of, oh yeah, I'm 350 pounds. Do I want to be 150? Yeah, I do. Bad, like real bad. Like I don't want to be, diabetic or have these health challenges or not want to get out the bed or not have the energy. No, I don't want those things. But do some people have a learned helplessness of, and I'll be real with you. It's so funny. And, shout out to Tay and LaShawna when we talk about losing weight now, right? Like we in the accountability group. So I got to keep them accountable every day. We going back and forth, whatever. And LaShawna, she made a comment like, oh, I don't care what I do. Like the scale just ain't moving no more. Right? But now, mind you, LaShawna down like 60 pounds. But, you end up getting to that, place where you trying to break through whatever.
Yeah.
And so without me and Tay as her accountability partners, she goes, okay, well, see, I tried it. I did it this long. I tried. I've been eating good. I've been going to my boxing class. I'm working out. I'm walking the stairs every day. I'm eating salad, broccoli, and all of this. And look, it ain't working. As bad as she wants it, she's been down this road before and it didn't work all the way out. She never got the J-Lo, Beyonce look that she was going for. What we have to do is teach people how to be consistent in that walk and say that it could. I told LaShawna flat out, because I send her she'll send me pictures like, here go my goal, this is that. And I'm like, yo, it might take us 5 years. But our expectations sometimes aren't of that. So there is a group who wants, again, there's a wife listening to this podcast right now, and she wants to have a happy marriage. She does want to have a happy marriage, but guess what? They went to counseling 3 times and it ain't work. My man's still tripping. And so what happens is you go, it's just going to be what it's going to be. So now let's speak to those people, because I do think there's a want to there. I think that there's a learned helplessness that comes along with most of those people.